2.5 million years ago, when humans first came into existence, they couldn't survive alone. They needed each other for hunting animals, facing threats, and staying alive. Since then, our minds have evolved in such a way that without social interaction, without talking to people, without being around others, we cannot remain alone. That's why, if we find ourselves alone for even a short period, we start feeling uneasy. We experience stress and anxiety. Just like hunger creates a sensation in our stomach, loneliness creates restlessness. Our mind seeks companionship, action, or interaction. It does not want to be alone. Even today, our brain perceives loneliness as a danger sign, just like in ancient times, when survival depended on being part of a group. The shocking experiment on loneliness. Scientists conducted a fascinating experiment, one you might have heard of. In this study, a group of people was brought into an empty room. They had only two choices. 1, sit idly and do nothing. 2, give themselves an electric shock. They were clearly told that touching a specific surface would give them a painful electric shock, but the results were shocking. Within just 15 minutes, 67% of men and 25% of women chose to experience an electric shock rather than sit in silence. People literally couldn't bear being alone with their thoughts for just 15 minutes. The truth about loneliness versus solitude. Loneliness and solitude are two sides of the same coin, but most people only know one side, loneliness. Loneliness brings stress and anxiety, while solitude unlocks self-mastery. The world's most brilliant minds, Nikola Tesla, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Albert Einstein, Steve Jobs, all embraced solitude. History's greatest thinkers, artists, and leaders preferred isolation to unlock their creative genius. Even Leonardo da Vinci, one of the most intelligent minds in history, mastered multiple fields: painting, engineering, surgery, philosophy, because of solitude. So what's the secret? Why do the world's most successful people prefer isolation? 4 powerful secrets of solitude. 1. Self-awareness. I live alone in a one-bedroom apartment, but recently I went to my village for a short visit. I'd planned to stay for 7 to 8 days, but ended up staying for 25 to 30 days without realizing how much time had passed. When we're surrounded by people, time flies, but when we're alone, time slows down, and we become more aware of ourselves. Solitude forces us to reflect on our habits, weaknesses, and goals. In fact, 99% of people think they know themselves, but they don't. Most people live on autopilot mode without questioning their actions. Ask yourself, are you truly happy with your life? Or are you just distracting yourself from reality? Do you know your true passion? Or are you just following a ready-made path? To live intentionally, to experience a magical life with full awareness, you must embrace solitude. Osho once said, "The crowd turns you into a sheep. Solitude turns you into a human." 2. Laser focus. When I'm alone, I write scripts, design thumbnails, and edit videos for hours without realizing how much time has passed. Solitude puts you into a flow state, a level of focus that normal people never experience. Your productivity skyrockets. What takes someone 12 hours to do, you can complete in 5 hours, because you are free from distractions and interruptions. Unlike 99% of people who live on autopilot mode, you gain full control over your time and focus. 3. Unleashing creativity. Nikola Tesla, the great scientist behind modern electricity, said, "Be alone, because that is when ideas are born. Be alone, because that is when inventions happen." Unlike Thomas Edison, Tesla didn't have a big team. Most of his discoveries and inventions happened when he was alone. Your brain is a gold mine. You can extract as many groundbreaking ideas from it as you want if you know how to access it. The greatest inventions and ideas always come from solitude. 1% of people become creators. 99% of people just follow and consume. When you embrace solitude, you shift from a follower to a creator. Your personality transforms, your understanding deepens, and soon people start asking you for advice. 4. Emotional mastery. Big brands like Red Bull, Royal Enfield, Mountain Dew, and 5-Star don't sell products. They sell emotions. They don't tell you what's inside their drink, what ingredients they use, how their product works. Instead, they connect emotionally. Why? Because people make decisions based on emotions, not logic. If you can understand emotions, you can master money, fame, and power. But before understanding others, you must master your own emotions. And the best way to do that? Isolation. When you sit in solitude, write, observe, and reflect, you start seeing the world from a completely new perspective. The ultimate truth about solitude. In today's social media era, we never sit alone. We chase fake happiness in meaningless things. But no amount of distractions can give you the inner peace that solitude brings. In solitude, your mind connects to your highest self. You start unlocking your full potential. You stop depending on people for happiness. Your mind becomes unstoppable. You break free from mental limitations. Think about it. Why do monks, sages, and geniuses isolate themselves? They know a secret most people never realize. So starting today, spend at least 1 hour daily in solitude. At first, you'll feel restless, but then solitude will become your superpower. Soon, your boring life will become fascinating. You'll feel things you've never felt before. If you've made it this far, you're not ordinary. You're part of the few who don't run from silence, but lean into it. Comment below, what did solitude teach you that the world never could? Begin your journey inward, where your real power lives. Let the noise fade. Let your true self rise. Until then, stay silent, stay strong, and rise above the crowd.